Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And
I'm Shaun Rollins.
I'm Remington Chase.
All right, Remington. I've got an interesting decision for you to make today.
I'm making so many choices lately. Last choice, you fucked me.
Mm-hmm.
Last choice, you absolutely fucked me. So let's see what you got in store this time.
Crunchyroll fucked me first. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, all right. So what's in store? What's the choice?
So Rem, as you know, we are currently in the heat of summer 2026 seasonals, and you'd think, well, with a whole new season, that means that there has to be a huge, wide variety of shows out there for the picking, right? And you know, it's a topic that we've never discussed on the podcast before, Rem.
I genuinely do not, because I struggle to imagine such a thing.
Hey, Rem, what is the one habit that you think is absolutely awful and should be abolished from history hereforth?
Other than the weeby ones?
Yes.
Okay. I think sports betting.
Sport, not a bad choice, actually.
I think that shit is ravaging the world right now, and it is getting fucked.
Yeah, no, it's not great. That's not great. You know what? A super toxic habit, that costs a lot of money, relationships, and has consequences on not only yourself but the people around you. Pretty good
and
option.
Kids can do it too.
But no, Rem, very similarly, with a lot of the same effects, just not quite as widespreading. Rem, you and I have never really talked about smoking, have we?
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I guess it's not often that we talk about smoking, no.
Yeah, because as people are pretty much aware...
Now, just a quick question, all right? Before I know how to approach this episode, all right? Are we doing like a good old like PSA or some shit, or like did Big Tobacco buy some sponsorships? Just so I know, like,
so you know what kind of energy to go into this with.
Yeah. I don't want to upset a big sponsor or anything.
Well, we haven't been sponsored. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, okay, all right.
And
are we trying to gun for
hilariously,
sponsor? Are we happily unsponsored? Or are we hoping to like maybe like Marlboro? Maybe like you're the new man.
Well, I mean, ultimately, Rem, it'll depend on which show that heavily features smoking that we talk about today.
Oh, of course.
Because there are two shows currently airing this season that quite literally have smoking in the title.
All right, sure. Yeah,
You don't expect that to overlap in any chord because it's 2026, and I think, generally speaking, most people realize that, hey, smoking cigarettes and the like, kind of cringe.
And the thing is, I'm sure that both of these smoking anime are just the ones people are clamoring for. I'm sure that both of these, oh man, people are gonna be so excited.
Oh, they can't wait to
be one of these ones.
Two dudes who definitely don't like smoking.
All the shit they're begging for in the patron reads?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, who needs that? What they've been really yearning for are the cigarette anime. Oh, please. Please.
The funny thing is we have gotten recommendations for both of these shows.
What'd you say? All right. Have either of them gotten double-digit recommendations?
Yes.
Wow! All right, okay. Well, without further ado, I'll shut the fuck up. Tell me more, Shaun.
Don't get me wrong. People are requesting other things way more. But both of these shows drop, and people are like, hey, you should do an episode on one of these shows. And I'm just like, there are two shows being requested that heavily feature smoking in one way or another. Okay, sure. Why the fuck not? Because, yeah, we do have to reiterate, smoking cigarettes sucks. Cringe. Awful. Bad behavior. Unless suddenly somebody's going to give us a lot of money to start promoting it, then you'll know what happened.
if like later this year, if we're like, and hey guys, just smoke one up. Ooh, baby, you gotta look cool. You gotta feel cool. Ooh la la.
Yeah.
That's because we made an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. If by the time we start promoting smoking, that it's probably like my last couple weeks on the podcast because I got enough money to fuck off.
Yeah, like if we ever like suddenly start saying things that like counteracts our morals that we have strongly laid before you throughout
The
this.
end of the podcast is nigh. We have fuck it money. We're just fulfilling contractual obligations before we bounce.
Yep. Because it's a case of like, man, oh man, I do love doing this podcast, but they did give us a lot of money to essentially say goodbye. Oh God! But you'll at least have the understanding that, like, oh yeah, no, they got the fucking money back. So good for them. Yeah. We're still gonna maintain our morals, in our private lives. It's just that if they give us fucking money, well, hey, it just really depends on so many factors. And when we say fucking money, we mean like it has to be an absurd amount of money.
Oh yeah, look,
like there's. Like, because we have turned down so many sketchy sponsors.
We're going to cost at least as much as, like, a couple congressmen.
Yeah.
Like, at least, which isn't saying a lot.
No.
But, at least a couple of them.
Yeah. That'll also be how you can tell because we'll start getting into politics as well. That's the real twist. Well,
see, you've already started your pivot, Red Pill Raj. You've already started to start.
All right. But no, Rem. So yeah, we've got two anime here, and I'm giving you the option to choose which one because, quite frankly, they're two wildly different shows, even though they both have a core premise. It is kind of a Kiki Boba situation, is how I would describe it.
Okay.
So you can decide just on the title if you like.
All right.
The first one I have lined up for you is Super no Ura de Yani su Futari, or Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You.
Okay, I surprisingly like evocative, vibes-based title that it's strangely we don't get a lot of titles like that.
Yeah,
where it just sort of sets a mood. Okay, okay.
Yeah. And that's the first one. And you know what? I'll even do what I usually do. I'll let you ask one question about each just to really get things in, and then when you lock in, I'll go into the details. And then the second one. Here's the Kiki. Yani Neko, Chainsmoker Cat.
All right. Okay. Look, the Dylan Lifeline worked well last time. I would like you to send him the cover of the first one, ask for his thoughts, and read me whatever he replies.
Okay.
Just in his first reply. It's risky to go to the well again, but it was, I guess it was nice in the first one, but at the same time, I still got fucked. That was all bad decisions there, though. All right. Then for Chainsmoker Cat, is it like a really cute cat?
Is that your question?
Yes.
No.
All right. And now I wait. For
now we awkwardly wait for Dylan to reply. You want to know his response?
Yeah. Just a wordless thumbs up.
A thumbs up emoji to be specific.
A thumbs up emoji. Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I think it backfired a little bit, Rem.
I mean, it is a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Hopefully that wasn't just a sort of like, I see your message.
There's no other information.
Yeah. All right. Well, on one we have thumbs up. On the other we have the fact that the cat is not really cute. And so I gotta go with the first one.
Okay. So we will talk about that. But let me tell you a little bit about the one you skipped out on.
Sure.
Chainsmoker Cat, and we could always go back to this one later because it will make an interesting episode regardless. Chainsmoker Cat, not a literal cat, it's a cat girl.
Oh, God.
But also, this is the most disgusting, vile, horrible cat girl on the face of the planet. Nobody likes this cat girl because...
Okay, it's just, I'm a girl failure, I'm a cat failure.
Not even. Like, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. Like, to the point where I don't think I've heard a single person, like, be like, ooh, girl failure, cat girl, once they've watched the show.
I'm very surprised.
It is, because it is a very much a, like, if you ever wanted a show that is like a anti-PSA against smoking, it's Chainsmoker Cat, because it's a awful...
I suppose I'm surprised, because I do think that a lot of weebs, like if Asmongold, for example, had tits, I think a lot of weebs would be like, I mean, come on. Which God. I do think it would be an insanely baffling opinion, but I also, once again, not you weeps, not the weeps listening here. You guys are cultured.
Yeah,
but...
no, and like, so you asked the question, is it a cute cat? And I said genuinely no, because I watched the show. And I sent you a picture. It looks like a standard cat girl, but everything she does fucking sucks. Like, so bad. Like, not even in a oopsie cute girl failure way. It's like a reality check kind of girl failure. Because her room is completely filled with cigarette butts and ash and trash and garbage, constantly smoking inside her room, and like just the amount of puke in the show is surprising, quite frankly.
All right, okay.
So that's why I say it's the kiki of the two. So
Sure.
that's what we're not watching, and we can always come back to it later, just for like the pure shock factor of some things.
Uh-huh.
The other one we're going to be talking about is, of course, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Highly requested show since it dropped. It is a very straightforward slice of life romance show, essentially, about a businessman who works at a black company. I'm sure you're familiar with black companies in Japan.
Oh, yeah, of course. I worked at one for years.
I mean, if you did, you wouldn't stop talking about it, Rem. The idea of a black company is a corporate company environment that absolutely overworks and abuses their workers to such a high degree.
Okay, cool.
Like that, it is labeled as such a company. And
I didn't have the label in mind, but yeah, I've heard of this place called Japan.
Yeah, like the kind of job that you get stuck in and you can't leave because what else can you do?
It's the place with the netting.
Yes.
It's the kind of workplace where you go to an interview, you see the netting all along, and you're like, oh.
And it's like, oh, once you walk in, it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll go check some other places before I fully commit, and then the door's locked, and you're like, shit.
Yeah.
It's not a great situation. But yeah, no. Just a older gentleman who's working at this black company. He's a fairly timid guy, and like genuinely one of his only sources of joy is going to the supermarket and having a conversation with the pleasant person behind the checkout counter. Pretty straightforward. And then one day he's looking for a place to smoke, and behind the supermarket a girl waves him over to come and just sit with him and share a cigarette. And quite frankly, the story is just about these two's interactions and just some slice of life, light comedy shenanigans, and people just genuinely enjoyed the vibes of it more often than anything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it's like the real like fantastical element of it is just simply that the cashier and the person behind the counter behind the store are the same person, but when she's not in uniform, she is so wildly different that this fella does not recognize her, essentially.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
It's like somebody in full like rock or goth attire versus super cleaned up uniform.
It's like someone who looks exactly like a mime, right? But then when they take off the makeup. That's a callback to last week. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, you got no fucking clue why Shaun wants to fuck a mime.
That has neither been confirmed nor denied. Oh, and just so you're aware, here's the image I sent Dylan, just so you have an idea.
I like the vibes. It's
entirely a vibes-based show. It's a slice of life adult romance. Hilariously, it does have the dreaded love status quo tag on it.
Oh, fuck! Oh, no!
But we've learned that means fucking
God.
Nothing. We've learned that means nothing. Someone just attached it as just a thing. And yeah, there is one other weird aspect to the show before we go into it, and it's important for you to know because you will make a mistake otherwise. Crunchyroll got an early preview of the season for the show. So they, because each episode is more or less divided in two. And so they put out like 12 half episodes before the actual season started. And we're just like right now actually getting the full put together 2 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's super weird that they decided to do that. So for some people, like, oh, this show's been out for ages. But when in actuality, it's been like a month or 2 longer than anticipated and only half the season. So it's like, when you do watch it, watch the 24-minute long episodes rather than...
Cool.
Yeah, because I needed to point that out. Does it work split up like that? Sure. Is it weird? 100%. Because like it's just, cutting the episodes in half throughout most of things. And it's a chill slice of life show in general. So maybe that's a way to enjoy it in one way. But like if it was meant to be a full 24-minute episode from the get-go, I feel like that's probably the way we should watch it and review it. And that's part of why I waited this long to cover it as well. A lot of people really like the show. A lot of people really love the manga, including like our friends at AnimEighties. Mac is been singing its praises for quite literal months now. So he's going to be
All
very
right,
pleased when he
well,
hears this episode.
this one's for you, Mac.
Yep.
Whether I love it or hate it.
Mhm. So yeah, without further ado, I think we should just go straight into it. Let's go watch Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. And we are back after watching the first 4 episodes of Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. And Rem, have you decided to pick up a overly expensive, awful hobby, or are you going to be extra cynical about this cute little slice of life anime once again?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to pick up smoking.
No?
I know it's a damn shame.
But you can make like alternative baddies if you smoke, apparently.
You've been trying to convince me for years. You're like, come on, Remington, it's a good time, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
But
Lung cancer, man. Oh, it's sexy.
Nothing sexier than lung cancer. That's what you've been telling me, but I'm not swayed yet.
I'll get you one of these days, Rem.
As for the show, all right. So, slice of life, romance, all those good ingredients. I'm gonna say that it is above average for this genre, certainly. All right.
Okay.
And it's in that category of I like it a little bit. I could potentially like it more, but it is constrained by the tropes. A glass ceiling has been put upon it by its adherence to certain tropes and staples of the genre that I think ultimately weaken it and ultimately don't let it flourish. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. Just that it's limited good.
It's not living up to your incredibly high standards, essentially. But in the standards that it's doing them well enough, essentially. So this is you placating the weebs who really love and adore this show by saying like, hey, I think it's good. However, there are some criticisms.
Yeah.
You don't want them to throw...
Let's start with the good, shall we? All right.
All right.
So that way any of the temperamental weebs, they can just hear me say the good shit, and then they can fuck off and ignore the rest. That's an option for all of you guys. All right, don't worry. You don't need your views to be even challenged a little bit.
Oh wow! Oh god, that is scathing. That is very scathing, my friend.
So the show, it has really solid atmosphere. The music is good. One thing I like, so the intro music and everything, and even the outro, nice and high quality, good shit. Definitely works for what it is. And then when they're in the supermarket, I like hearing the song play, but supermarketified. Yep. There's a little bit of a muffled echo playing through it. It's a nice variation. That's fun. That's a fun little detail. Of course, perhaps the most important thing for this are the 2 protagonists. And fortunately, the 2 protagonists, they work pretty well for me. All right? They work pretty well. They actually have genuine chemistry, which shouldn't be a hurdle. But for most romances, it is. Especially romance anime. Most times, you're just like, what the fuck? But this time, it works. And, they do emphasize just like how old and what a geezer he is, emphasizing his age up. But that's less problematic than emphasizing how young she is,
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I think the biggest argument point for a lot of people is the age difference between the characters, but it's not like an 18-year-old and like a 48-year-old type of situation. It's someone in their mid-20s and somebody in their mid-40s. So it's quite an age gap, but it's between 2 consenting adults, and by and large, our main female protagonist is the one that is doing most of the actual advancing more than anything.
Yeah, and once again, fortunately, it's not... usually all at least thus far being like, oh god, she's so young, oh boy, so much. Like, it's usually like, good old geezer grandpa right here, ribbing him, teasing him, right? And that is I would argue very much the preferred way.
If you're gonna have this kind of dynamic and not make it seem super creepy, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. But both of them, they got chemistry. They're pretty enjoyable characters. Especially he gets a little tropey at times. His character isn't quite as strong because he falls into that a little bit. But overall, really solid stuff. And just their interactions are quite good. The core of this show is a very strong one. All right. and look, the pros aren't going to get as much of airtime on the podcast as the cons, but that's because the pros are just like the foundations. They have good foundations. They got the good foundations. And there's not, what would like, even though it's not getting a lot talked about, the characters and the chemistry, that's the important shit. So it succeeding on that is very important and valuable. But I do think that we're ready to talk about some of the criticisms.
Oh, we're done already.
Well, yeah, we once again, the good things were really important things. It's just, there's not a lot of, like, it's in that category of show that me giving a play-by-play isn't particularly meaningful. Okay. They have good chemistry. Watch a show, you'll see their good chemistry. They have just generally good interactions that work pretty well. I will say that it very much falls into the category of a particular male fantasy that's especially indulged in by weebs. Especially like in episode 1, it makes it rather explicit, where it's like, oh, that girl, she's getting hit on all the time at work. It's just nonstop by other guys, just fucking animalistic barbarians hitting on her. Me, I'm in the same categories as those other guys, but I'm different and I'm more noble and I'm so much more special and deserving of love and affection than they are. I'm the only one that's like in the exact same category, but gonna treat her right. And so it's definitely still, you know, in that vein. But hey, all things considered, this is one of the better written lonely weeby male fantasies.
Okay. People are allowed to have stories that are fantasies, Rem.
Sure. I think that just a lot of that media, one, isn't particularly interesting, two, limits the ability to imagine other people and the world around you in complex, vivid, meaningful ways. Especially if it's like the primary avenue or even the exclusive kind of content that you consume. Hey, weeps, I'm not just calling out the lonely weeby guys. I'm also like, hey, the romantic-y smut girlies, all right? I'm calling them out a little bit too, all right?
Our book talk girlies?
Yeah, which once again, neither of these make you a criminal. All I'm saying is, if your media diet is highly limited, primarily towards tropey fantasies, I think you are doing yourself and the others in your life a disservice. I think that by expanding that media diet, by imagining people more complexly, by living life a little bit more, then it should reward. Now, once again, hey, if you want to occasionally indulge in a fantasy, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. The people getting angry right now because they're like, hey, I'm not one of the people you're talking about. So why are you well, yeah, okay, you're not one of the people I'm talking about. Congratulations. A lot of people will get angry when you're not talking about them because you're not talking about them. But it sounds like you might possibly be talking about them.
Say it to my face, Remington, why don't you?
That category of online person, it's too much for me, man. It's just so much where like, you're not talking about me, but I think you might think you're talking about me, but it's not actually. And it's like, all right, so we both agree I'm not talking about you, but you're worried that somehow I may have done so, even though we both agree that my words don't fit you. Cool.
Really, Rem, I think you're the problem here.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're not being as honest with everybody as you could be, according to these very specific people, yeah.
I do think, like, love status quo, we brought that up, and yeah, it is one of the major hindrances of the show. I can already tell that the lack of desire to meaningfully progress the relationship because it must fit within the same formula, more or less, right? And it can, like, inch forward along and develop in a mostly lateral way. That can lead to good moments, but at the same time, Jesus fucking Christ, just let them get together.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, just do it. And so, you know, that is another major limitation. I also think that structurally, one of the big issues with this show actually doesn't have much to do with the specific tropes, but rather it is the strict adherence to the premise thus far, which means that we have a sort of relentless and rapid back and forth work supermarket, work supermarket, work supermarket that often doesn't serve a lot of meaningful points. Like, frankly, I think that instead of making that transition from work to supermarket to work to supermarket, instead of going back and forth up to like 6 to 8 times per an episode, I think it's okay to spend a bit more time at either locale.
Right.
And a part of that is because, they merge 2 half lengths into one, and each half length often has at least 1, if not 2, sometimes even 3 back and forth.
Well, it's actually the opposite. They took the full episodes and split them in half, is what they did.
And it makes sense. Every single one fits within 2 halves.
Yeah.
Like there is a certified sort of halfway point to each of them where it changes story. But regardless, that back and forth structurally can feel a bit jarring because it means like, oh, okay, now we're back here. Oh, but now we're already back to supermarket. Okay, a little bit here. Okay, then work here. And then, okay, supermarket. If there was just a little more variety, maybe if we had more time to breathe in the locations. Some episodes it's fine. Other episodes it is less than fine. I think that just fucks with the pacing. It fucks with the flow, fucks with the narrative cohesion of it all. And there's part where it's like, that's the premise of the show. There's another part where I'm sure like budgetary constraints.
Right, because you're not getting like the crack top tier animators on a slice of life romance show most of the time. You're going to get some pretty good ones sometimes, but people put a lot of money, time, and investment into like the big action shows with like the super high budgets with animation.
Yeah, and it's a case where it's like the scene will not quite end, but it's like, okay, now they have to end their conversation, but at the same time, we more or less just want to continue this exact thought. So here's 2 minutes of him at work. Okay, now he's back at the supermarket where we're continuing where we left off. But it's like nothing has happened between these moments in narrative space. And so I'm just like, so we probably could have condensed it all together, perhaps, right? It's just a rough go with things on that structure side of things. Let's see. Oh yeah, well, another thing, I think that they do fall into a lot of familiar weeby tropes, albeit it's nicer because 1, they are adults, so it helps, and 2, it's actually better written, so it's better examples of these tropes and these interactions and things. And a lot of these do just fall sort of into that love status quo category where you're not going to see a lot of innovative interactions here, all right? You'll see well done but familiar interactions, which will please many. I would like a little bit more novelty in the media I consume.
Yeah, I mean, and who's to say, Rem? Like, it's early in the season. Maybe the more nuances and complex stuff comes after a lot of the tropey stuff that gets immediately presented to us, You suck them in with the things that they're familiar with, and then that's when you start to really twist and change the formula. That's what a lot of good romances will do, especially in the anime sphere, because, you said it yourself, a lot of anime fans do like a lot of consistency in their media, and it's only once they're actually fully wrapped in and they start changing things for the better, usually, that things get its own personality and its own unique flavor to it. And already...
Well, it's the reason, like, the vast majority of romance stories are not about being in love, they're about falling in love, right? And it's like, oh yeah, that's the exciting part. That's the more unpredictable and uncertain part. And it's like, I get that. I understand all the reasons that that's the case. But if we just look at the sort of saturation of it, I think stories about, like, being in love, they have merit, y'all. But if you were to look, and they exist. It's not to say they don't exist, but if you were to look at, like, romance stories about falling in love versus romance stories about being in love, one of those isn't even showing up on the graph in a meaningful way, right? You got to really squint to see it.
Yeah, and
there's plenty there. It is just utterly dwarfed
and I can
by the falling in love category.
And I could definitely see this one being one of the ones that quickly converts into that. Like right now, it's taking things nice and slow, but
well, and sort of the love status quo. Really, what that subgenre is all about is
the made up subgenre now. Yeah,
pretending you're the being in love, but trying to maintain in the falling in love. Right?
Yeah,
you're trying to grind on both, and you're just trying to do so as long as possible. And I think that's unnecessary.
Yeah. Look, man,
it can work sometimes, but for the most part, it's unnecessary. It's silly.
And I will say, as somebody who loves reading a lot of romance manga and the like, most of my favorite ones are the ones that quickly shift from, oh, these guys clearly have interest in each other, and then they do get together, and then the rest of the manga is about their active relationship from that point onward, and the complexities that come with actually being in a relationship, with the different flavors of being their different situations and such. So I don't know if that's going to happen sooner or later with this one, but I've been enjoying the tropey stuff quite a bit so far, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does switch into that format, because once again, we're dealing with a romance story with adults, and adults move a lot quicker than children do.
Yeah, hey, if you're gonna indulge with that kind of fantasy, this show is one of the better examples of it. But once again, just don't. Not all of the media should be self-insert fantasy media. All right, that's all I ask. It's a humble request.
Well, at least Sasaki
also,
does have a clear
advice,
personality. Like, he's not a complete blank slate.
It's true. But another piece of advice, that, just a little PSA: don't place all your stress and burden onto one cute cashier. Y'all need other coping mechanisms. You need a social network. You need a therapist. If you place all of your burdens onto the one cute cashier, I'm gonna tell you right now, even if you had a shot with that one cute cashier, you're fucking it up. 2, you're fucking yourself up. 3, you're fucking them up. So it's just like, it's not. It ain't a recipe for success. You need to diversify ways to improve your mental health.
I can attest that is definitely probably not the way to go about things. At least Sasaki isn't actively dumping all of his worries on somebody. Like, he's just getting that little boost of confidence anytime he talks to his favorite cashier, Yamada, and who is definitely not related to Tamaya at all.
Yeah, and the little dual identity thing. It's fun. I think it is more limited than they will play it out for. I could be wrong, but look, once again, we've seen stories like this before. I can't imagine the dual identity ending anytime soon.
Well, I'll be sure to keep you posted, because I'm probably just going to keep watching this show and maybe reading it after everything is said and done. Because, I have confidence in this one that they're not going to jerk us around for too long in the same way over and over again. But,
I don't have a lot of confidence in that. I think that they'll jerk you around more competently. But I think I would predict you're still going to get jerked around for quite a while. Look, let me put it this way, all right? And here's my benchmark. I do not think that they end up properly together in a meaningful way. Or, I'll even add the caveat, or properly apart, where it's established hey, we're not getting together. I'll even leave that as an option. I don't think that that's happening by the end of season 1, which by all accounts, given what we've seen, it should. I don't think it's gonna. That's my benchmark. Maybe I'm wrong. We will see if I'm wrong.
Hey, Ben, if you are wrong, then man, oh man, I'm going to be thrilled and happy, and I'm going to just be like, ha, take a look at this, sucker! Rub it in your face. If I'm wrong,
I'll give Shaun a super duper secret present here on the podcast.
I don't. What on earth could you possibly be?
What a compelling super duper secret.
The secret is he's going to dress up like an alternative baddie and wait behind a supermarket for me.
Maybe.
Problem is he's never going to tell me this, and he's just going to be hanging out behind a supermarket in a.
Only one way to find out, Shaun, and that's if I'm super duper wrong, and then you get a super duper secret.
I really don't. Man, I
I
want
know,
you to be
Shaun,
wrong,
you're
but
tantalized by the prospect.
the prospect is a little scary, if I'm being completely honest with you, Ren. But ultimately, it is one of the highlight shows of the season for a lot of people because it handles a lot of these tropes in a very good and competent way with a premise that isn't completely, cookie cutter and out of nowhere. Like, just it's well put together with strong foundations, like you say, and those strong foundations have made people very, very happy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, is it going to break the mold? No, of course not. But is it just like it's it's one of the good ones?
it's what? Oh my! You can't say that, Ram.
It's okay to be bigoted against anime.
I don't think it is, Ram. That's like very close to being bigoted against Japanese culture, Ram.
No, just by quality. And once again, if we want to talk about the romanticy smut, I got a lot of issues with that though. All right.
You don't like what is our next podcast going to be about? Oh God, what's one of the popular ones?
Come on, I believe in you.
Court of Roses and Thorns or something like that. Or do I have that backwards? Thorns and Roses.
Okay, wait. Hear me out.
Okay, all right. What do we listen to, Rem? What's up?
All right. Give me 2 sexy nouns.
Sexy nouns.
Yeah, just any sexy nouns.
Okay.
Sexy and or fantasy nouns.
Sexy and or fantasy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Like thorns, roses.
What's something sexy?
Ideally, bonus points if they can in any way represent us.
Represent us, as in you and me.
Yep.
Okay. Locks.
And
another noun. I mean, the easiest one would be like hearts, but I feel like that's a little too cliche.
Well, we'll figure it out. But hear me out. We make a podcast, a court of blah and blah.
Okay.
But actually, it is where we put romanticy characters on trial.
Oh. As in, like,
perhaps whether they're fuckable or not.
Whether they're fuckable or not, or whether or not they need to be arrested for all the shit they do.
Yeah, and so we have prosecution, defense, and defense is like, look how fuckable and amazing they are, and then prosecution would probably be like, they're a literal sex criminal. That's not very fuckable, right? I do think that we would quickly start repeating ourselves in our arguments, but maybe devil's in the details. So there we go. Look forward to.
I mean, that would require us to have to read a lot of romanticy. Which, to be fair, I don't think it'll be hard to get through a lot of romanticy books. I can't imagine like the language would be too difficult for us to quickly blitz through. But at the same time, I've not really read much romanticy, so I have no idea.
I think in a different life you would be a romanticy girl.
Oh, 100.
I think.
Hey, bud. Obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about? Of course I would be.
Yeah.
I love romance manga as like a baseline, but like an alternate reality hornier version of me would be all in romanticy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, like, come on now. Like, Shaun loves romanticy.
Oh, and romantic girlies. I remember the caveat I had earlier about the weebs. All right, remember that. All right, that was also directed towards you.
Yes.
So
we don't think everybody who reads romanticy is bad. We just know that there are some people who take it way too far. Look up some of the incidents that have happened at the romanticy conventions that happened in like the past year or so.
I look, and anytime it's like, hey, look up the incidents at convention, it's like, oh fuck, I don't.
Hey, bud, it's bad. I only stumbled across like some of the articles of some of the situations, and it's like, oh, okay, these are very poorly adjusted people who think it's okay to do the things they read in romanticy books to real people who aren't consenting, which is not okay. That goes across the board for all convention culture in general, but for hyper specific conventions, it has a bit more of a poignant flavor to it, let's just say.
Yeah.
But hey, that's besides the point. So we know what you think about smoking behind the supermarket with you, Rem. How do you think the weebs feel about it? It's only got 4 episodes out, but we did get the first 6 episodes of it out early, so more people might have had a chance to look at it.
All right, it's a good example of a weeby fantasy, so they're going to be all over that. Slice of life, so that gets a little bit lower, just because weebs put a bit of a ceiling on that, or at least many of them do. I'm going to say 7.76.
Is that your final answer, sir?
Yes.
Rem, you've been off your game lately.
I think you're trying to mislead me.
Well, Super no Ura de Yani Su Futari, or Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, has had a whopping 46,000 reviews at the time of this recording. And with those 46,000 reviews, it is sitting nice and pretty at 8.37.
Damn it.
People fucking love this anime, Rem. It is, quite frankly, contender for anime of the season for a lot of people. Which
and look, once again, it's like genuine chemistry between
two consenting adults.
Romantic leads.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's an option? That's allowed?
Yeah, like to put it in perspective for you.
I thought the whole point of romance anime where you took two tropes and just smushed them together and told the audience that they loved it.
Yeah, no, like to put things in perspective, Rem, the only things that are ranked higher than it right now are 4 of them. There are 5 things ranked higher than this anime currently in this season. 4 of them are continuing seasons of big properties, including, unfortunately, Mushoku Tensei.
Oh, fuck you, guys.
Oh yeah, no, hey dog.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like, look, man, we still haven't like gotten many honest people criticizing our views on Mushoku Tensei.
There's some who will be like, I love it, and then there's an overwhelming amount who are like, it's dog shit and I hate it and it's awful. Even the people who love it haven't like disagreed with anything I've said from what I've seen. None of them have taken me to task. I don't understand, you fucking weeps. Anyway,
yeah,
the real important question, Shaun, which is rated higher, this or Chainsmoker Cat?
Oh, this, easily.
Easily. Okay,
yeah, easily.
Okay, so I made the right choice.
It's not so much that you... So here's the thing with this and Chainsmoker Cat, Rem. This is rated way higher because it's more palatable for far more people. Chainsmoker Cat, fucking disgusting to watch sometimes. Like, purposefully so. You know, media that wants to make you uncomfortable on purpose, with the guise of comedy being thrown on there as well. There are a lot of people who have not responded super positively to that, and I've heard tale of several people dropping the show just because like it made them feel so gross watching it. But not like in a way that like, hey, this is glorifying something, but hey, it's like, God, watching this shitty cat girl like quite literally destroy her life and health and her relationships around her is hard to watch. So in a weird way, it has the potential to be the kind of thing that you may find some enjoyment and insight in.
It's true. That I do like media that deliberately fucks up the viewer.
Like, I don't think it's doing anything quite as eloquent as like a BoJack Horseman per se, but the fact that it's a anime comedy series that is purposefully like making you feel uncomfortable. I mean, you know, weebs don't like to feel uncomfortable in general, so they'll shy away from that whenever possible. Whether or not it's like the most eloquent version of that, I couldn't tell you because we'd have to do an episode on it to really discuss it. But the fact that when I brought both of these anime to this episode as a potential thought process, I was like, it could go quite genuinely either way, depending on how Remington feels about either one.
Well, regardless, Shaun, you can chain smoke my pussy any day.
No! I don't! I oh. No!
Alright, transition to the Patreon. Come on, Tom, let's do it.
I don't know if I can after that. I don't think we can ever talk about this again.
Just that one remark alone, we gotta dump the episode.
Oh,
we gotta
it's done.
fucking
The
dump
episode's
it.
dead. If you're hearing this now, you've illegally acquired this audio, and we're coming for you. Better watch out. We'll be under your bed the next time
if you're hearing this now, our editor has not obeyed our wishes.
He has defied us.
He's defied us by uploading this episode where we thought it was just better in the bin. So, you know, it's...
Fuck him.
Yeah, and if you're hearing it, we know now. You're in danger.
We know.
We're coming for you. Oh my god. So yeah, no, you were very far off this time, and I can't. And it'll be interesting to see when you'll get your Mal score groove back because, you were so
I'll find it.
You were so fucked by Mushoku Tensei, man.
I've not been the same after.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, season 3 of Mushoku Tensei, like only like 30,000 people rated it, So, like, about the same amount of people as Supermarket when you compare it to its original season, which had like several 100,000 people reviewing it. So, the only reason it's as high as it is because of smaller values in comparison to, that. But, I just can't wait to finally get more responses on that particular show. But as for Smoking Man in the Supermarket with You, lovely, lovely show. I adore it. Rem has his criticisms, but when doesn't he? So with
And still, I think
it's still positive though. Like you're not like lambasting anybody who likes this show.
Yeah, I think it has a ceiling that it's gonna really struggle to overcome, but it is bumping the ceiling.
I wish more anime need to at least start by bumping the ceiling, it seems. So
no, most of them are pretty content to just sort of lie on the floor.
Yeah,
most of them are pretty happy at the bottom of the barrel.
I mean, it's what's really impressive is when they start digging.
Yeah. I mean,
that's when things get really interesting. But with that in mind, any chance you'd like to watch some more Smoking Man in the Supermarket with you? With me?
I wouldn't mind it, sure.
Yeah, perfect, fantastic, because you're going to make Mac very happy because he loves this manga.
Shout out, Mac. Hey, Mac, leave a comment if you like. Otherwise, just at least tell me personally, is this the reaction you anticipated? Is this what you thought? Cool.
Yep, and if not, well, it's okay. He can cancel us at any time, I'm sure. He knows some dark secrets about us, probably.
I mean, yeah, with your guys' new podcast, especially where you go into all of your dark secrets over the topic of One Piece.
Oh, yes, all of my dark One Piece secrets, which I have so many. I recently had to spend a whole, like, the most recent episode that will have come out by this point is me doing everything I can to defend the most mediocre arc in all of One Piece, that being Syrup Village. So if that interests you at all, then go head on over and give a listen to mine and Mac's podcast, Tales from the Grand Line. But with that in mind, thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed Remington getting a nice little break with a little bit of romance and a little bit of nicotine, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcast and leave us a review. They mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And if that is still not enough for you, you can head on over to twitch.tv/anime-off-context, where myself, Dylan, and Remington occasionally play video games very poorly. And if that is still not enough for you, patreon.com/anime-out-of-context, where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast. Tell me, Rem, who we thanking this week?
As always, we would like to send our regards to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are smoking us out.
In what way?
All of our yandere wife, very gassy, very gassy.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfy.
On that list we have, yes, I would like Rem to do Geology 101. Yet he has nothing to say. Boost your relationship to continue. Yandere Neko. Wow, I just don't know if we can say that. Wolfire56, why do you hate them French anime, Code Lyoko, and others, Shaun? Wes Kane, we need a separate podcast just to hear Remington's terrible movie opinions. Watching Requiem for Spoon Man at 0.5 speed. Variant, untitled Code Goose Game, until my throat memorizes each one of Dylan's throbbing veins. Titan CNH, this week's identity pitch, 100,000 Nut Rollins.
What in the unlimited blade works is that?
Instead of 1 Nut Rollins, you're 100,000 Nut Rollins. It's the real forbidden jutsu right there.
Brings whole new meaning to I am the bone of my sword. My God.
This just in, one of the Hollow Knight devs came out as a trans woman, another joins our ranks. Shaun is next. The wheel is rolling towards a Mirai Nikki revisit. The Susanator. The Obsidian Outlaws fucked my parlay. I will say, somehow, there were a couple people who hated that I did that, but overwhelmingly, 1, people are down. 2, we got a lot of Obsidian Outlaw fans, Shaun. We got a lot of Obsidian Outlaw fans, Shaun.
God, it feels, you know what it feels like? It feels like people who watched the Super Bowl, waited for the winning team, and then afterwards started shouting about, oh man, I was always such a big such and such fan from the get-go.
Anytime is a good time to join the Obsidian Outlaws, all right? Obviously, I was there day one. It's all right if you weren't immediate day one. It's all right if you saw just how dominant they are and joined on later, all right? All right. The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Oradors or as my navigator. That other one, Turbin, Tech Turtle, Super Zoo, Stacy's mom, Spencer DeOrdio, Sparcy, the unbiblically accurate angel. So I forgot my girlfriend's birthday and urgently gifted her an Anime Out of Context Patreon membership. I hope that that's the story of we can transition to this one right now. Hey, shout out Lil Chew, who hasn't ended up here because Patreon's weird with gifted subscriptions and how it shows that to us. If it's somebody else who I am now also not including because Patreon is bad, hey, let me know.
Yep.
But also hilarious gift.
Very funny gift.
Because also, here, I don't know if you guys are aware. Look, if you want to support us with more than one account, that's awesome. But also, I don't know if you can are aware, but like you can just let her log into your account and get all the bonus content.
Yeah, like
we're not gonna narc on you, all right?
Like this isn't a Netflix situation. Like we're like, totally fine if people want to share.
Allowed.
Yeah.
She's Shaun on my Rollins until I chase under Remington.
What?
Also, Shaun, you never heard of the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity from IHOP? And I imagine it's asked with judgment.
I assume so. I know now, but like, forgive me, I never did much IHOpping when I was younger.
Maybe if you ain't careful, I'm gonna Rudy Tooty, you're Fresh and Fruity, all right?
I don't know if you're allowed to say that, Rem. I don't know if you got the pass for that.
Hey, recently I watched Midnight Cowboy, which is like one of the quintessential early gay cowboy movies. So, you know.
I do love how gay cowboy is a genre.
It's true. This one is a little bit different because he's not like meaningfully a cowboy. He's just trying to put on the airs of being a cowboy.
I see.
Because he thinks that will help him be more successful as a male prostitute.
Oh. Oh, that's... Okay.
But it doesn't really work. Very good movie. Hey, shout out Midnight Cowboy, all right? There you go. That's my obligatory, it seems, movie reference for the week. If it wasn't this, it was going to be talking about The Babadook when we were talking about media that makes you deliberately uncomfortable with that annoying kid who does so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Shaun, please put Rem in the jar. I'm getting bored of Judy. Shaun wants to give Spoonman thank you. Shaun ruined my happy sugar life when he decided that he would use his red pill powers to become the next Warren Jeffs. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Signing up Shaun's email on Republican websites until we get 2 seasons of Code Geass. Shaun Rollins fully blossoms while drunk. Shaun put some pants on. Rem, stop looking. Seraphim the Shark plushie. Centrit finally caught up on Spotify. Time for Patreon episodes. It is interesting that, and I understand why, and I was going to make this remark last time, that people, one, listen to it so chronologically. A lot of people start this podcast from the beginning and just kind of churn.
They just kind of fly through
this motherfucker, which I'm going to live with you, is not how I imagined that they would. I understand they do it now. And I kind of, we indulge by accumulating ongoing bits and cycling through them. But then I imagine that when you jump back to the Patreon episodes, it's kind of a interesting blast from the past as we reference previous bits that you have forgotten about. Right? I just think that's a little bit interesting. Sentenced to be a podcast host, Ryan Moody. Rolly's tournament arc so good it leaves the Patreon exclusive zone. Rem number 1 Gooner. Remington is right. Rem, what do you think of Magic the Gathering? Rem was completely right this episode, Shaun. Rem uses the drums of liberation for y'all weeps from bad anime. Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. Red Pill Ron's coming after the gays. Patriotism, U.S. Red Pill Ron's versus Haliban in basketball 1v1 when. Professor Fox. Pro tips out of context. There's run out of things to post. Misuka wonders, if she made bobbers filled with helium, could she cast her fishing line into the sky and use it to catch birds? Mind Turtle 4042. May I snort your smegma, Shaun? $3.
What the fuck, dude?
With an opening bid too, you know. Matt wants to thank you all for being awesome. Macaroni and cheese hot. Lucky Stars the King Bowie. Link Joe Curl. Less than 4 weeks till I give birth. Leonard 98. King Bitrock. Cassidy. Jax. Jam Hands. Jake Dent. Samurai, I'm just here for the vibes. I want a Marvel movie starring Shaun as Spider-Man and Remington as Big Wheel. I upgraded my Patreon membership for Mirai Nikki. I slammed my penis in the car door.
It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out.
I can't believe I made an account for this. Hi, Rem, how's your Sunday? Is it marvelous? Have you been changing it every fucking day so that you know what day we fucking recorded this, you son of a bitch?
Oh God, they're trying to find us out.
Is that what you fucking did? Because either you chose randomly Sunday and it just happens to be Sunday we're doing this, or if we change it every fucking day, you fucking freak.
That's dedication.
You fucking freak. Anyway, quite good. You know, hung out with like my mom, who's great, and my girlfriend, also great. Just fun time overall. Had brisket, really great. So
why didn't you get me any brisket?
I mean, there wasn't a ton of leftover brisket, if I'm being honest. But like next time, if you want to go out into the fucking boonies.
Oh yeah, your mom does kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, doesn't?
Yeah.
No.
Then I mean, you're free to. I'm sure she would be psyched to see you. Good chance she's listening. Hi, Mom. I don't know if she listened to all the Patreon reads. I do know she listens to the podcast sometimes, though. So, have you considered arson? Hitori Seiki, Gripin, Gorgeous Eyes, Fire Music, Kaiju gets 7.65 out of 10. G-Bottom AK Bear Trap, Shaun, I will cash app you $20 if you make Rem watch more Jobless Reincarnated. I like when Rem is sad. Farmer Weeb's dog is sad about no treat. Will she get a treat this week, or will Shaun's abuse continue? It is pretty fucked up.
God, the fact that, like...
There was video evidence
of them, like, purposely putting a treat just out of reach of their corgi, which, to be fair, isn't hard. Corgis are very close to the ground.
The corgi was trying.
All because I have yet to give in to a threat from our audience, which is wild. But I will say that has been the most effective a threat has been. So it's like, oh no!
Well, hey, we'll see how effective it is next week. We'll see what you got planned, all right? Yep. Excuse me, that lolly is at least 500 years old, Shaun. Erica McCorkle, Dylan's voice makes me come. Daniel Wright, Daddy Rem told me a bedtime story about Shaun's nut. Calderius, crypto update, we fell off, we'll change on my return. Of course, Shaun loves mimes, he hates when women speak.
Holy shit! Oh, God!
Also, I respect the kayfabe, but let's not pretend Mime and Dash isn't bookmarked. Oh my God.
Mime and Dash?
I don't know what that is. I'll let you Google it, or maybe you already have it bookmarked.
Well, I can do a Google right now. Private window. Mime and Dash. It's got an IMDb page. Let's see. 2021. It's got an 8.2 on IMDb. It's a short. Two mimes commit crimes involving slimes and dimes, and it's not their first time.
Is it horny?
Adult animation, comedy short.
Man, if I knew a way to fit it into this year's 12 days,
it is just really... porn, Rem.
It's highly rated porn.
Very highly rated. Like it's a short animation by Derpixen, apparently.
Him saying the name as if it's the first time he's seen it, you know?
Okay, come on now. Strange. Okay. Oh, it's on Newgrounds. That I feel like should answer all questions.
Newgrounds porn? What the hell?
Apparently.
That's a weird porn hosting site, I'm going to say.
What's your experience with Newgrounds, out of curiosity, Ren?
Flash games. You know, plenty of Flash games.
Yeah. Well, that's one half of Newgrounds, essentially. The other half is...
I don't visit... even when I was young, I didn't visit the other half, all right? I was just there for games.
Hey, look, younger Shaun definitely explored the other half from time to time.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, look, I will admit to that at the very least. But no, this is the first time I'm hearing of Mime and Dash. Fuck.
Citizen Vigilantes, Red Pill Ron's favorite non-anime media of all time. Chuck Burnett, I think Death Parade would be a decent anime for both or either Dylan and Rem to review. Cheese Monkey, Brockhard for Dudes, Klingon Shaun would be named Shorf, Blarf, Bento Kato. Apparently the Samantha I'm dating is yours. Dads? Anime Slimes, Anime Out of Context, the movie starring Tom Holland, Amazing Muffin, and Aisha Gucci. Now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Shaun?
God, probably like a supermarket or something. I mean, that seems to make the most sense.
Hell yeah. On that list we have Umbrasite. Shaun is sending me screenshots of porn.
It's not the actual porn part, I presume. But that is essentially the characters that have been presented to us. Let's see.
I want you to know whoever's name was that Shaun is finishing this episode rock hard.
All because you think that, like, it was it was it mimes specifically that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really into a mime girl.
Okay. All right. Yeah. List of markets.
Anyway, back to the Boy Wizard here. Umbersite.
I don't want stock markets. That's stupid. I want markets where you can get food. The hell?
Put in grocery store.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. They can have Albertsons.
Truckoon operator number 42.
Acme Markets.
Triangle Warlock.
Hagen.
The Wheel of Cobb keeps turning.
Jewel Osco.
That Mouse Girl.
Market Street.
Sporadic Silver.
Randall's.
Silent Secondary.
Safeway.
Semi-K is here to remind you of the secret third option.
Shaw's and Star Market.
Roscoe.
Vaughn's.
Rem, what is your opinion on Iron Lung?
Pavilions.
Power Sales, WWE question of the month. If the Mixed Match Challenge returned, who would be your dream team? My answer is Javon and Sol Ruka. All right, this time I'll have a genuine and legitimate answer. Just throw Obafemi and Jade Cargill in there. All right, I just want the thickness.
Whole Foods.
I just want the sheer power. Whole Foods. All right, Miguel DeLeon.
Kroger.
Hey Dylan, look over there. Okay, quick. What's Sean's email?
Baker's.
Domini.
City Market.
Carver 271.
Dylan's.
Big Rare Kumiko thinks Hiyoko will make Remse with Ashikini Nari Misu.
Food for Less.
Beethoven 1201.
Fred Meyer.
Umtums.
Fries.
Allfather 413.
Gerbos.
And Ekadon.
Costco.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where Shaun as Joey Wheeler will
Don't.
he will choose a media property, any media property in the world, and I will tell you what vape flavor based on that media property you must smoke.
Okay, cool. Like, yeah, that's something we should encourage.
Yep. Hey, in the break we were paid off by Big Vape, and so
I will say,
all right.
Throughout this entire recording, you've had a mechanical pencil in hand, and occasionally it comes up to your mouth out of habit. And I do keep thinking that, like, for a split second, that you're hitting like just one of those little tiny vapes, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like
it would be such a funny visual gag, especially if I don't ever bring it up.
Yeah.
If like the first time you ever see me smoke, it's in this episode, and I don't mention it. Anyway, we have, why did the numbers go into quarantine? Because there was a 6-7
band. Yeah, media franchise, you said? Yeah, okay.
Give me a fucking IP.
All right. The IP you're gonna get is good old Star Trek.
All right, and you get a Spock flavored vape.
Okay, what does Spock taste like, Rem?
I don't have the vape. You'll have to ask them.
Will it make you want to boldly go?
Next we got, when I think about you, I touch myself and leave disappointed. That's how I know Shaun is cis.
You can have Tales from the Crypt.
All right. Now there was going to be an immediate answer, but I decided against it. You are gonna get anthological vapes, where each cartridge has multiple different flavors, and it'll give you a little bit of each one. The longer the longer you inhale.
Fascinating.
Follow Anime Out of Context on Blue Sky. Code Geese this week, or Sean Rollins gets signed up for Ken Paxton's email list.
Jesus Christ, dude. It's not that serious. It's just an anime podcast, man. Yeah, you can have Judge Judy. As in the show, not the person.
The gavel. Gavel vape.
It's like you're saying a spell. Gavel vape.
And last but not least, Angela Nakagi is best ship girl.
You can have. Let's keep it interesting. You can have Edgar Allan Poe's works.
Oh, okay. All right. Lots of options here. This is now my wheelhouse.
This is a playground for you.
All right. I'm going to commit to just one, even though I would love to do a little assortment.
Make it a proper anthology.
Yeah, but we already went anthological. So I'm going to go with Berenice's Teeth. So that's the flavor. vape those beautiful, beautiful teeth.
That's not going to have any mental repercussions for certain.
Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comment, question, feedback, or recommendation, you can send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. And as always, don't fuck your sister.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Notable former Subway spokesperson Jared Fogle can chain smoke my pussy any day.